Welcome back to Real Talk. I'm Dan Edwards with the Eastside Real Estate Team. Our next guest today is Kiran Makwana from KM Bookkeeping and Tax Services. Kiran has over 15 years of experience in accounting for both public and private sector. She's worked in various industries, assisting with bookkeeping, payroll management, all areas of accounting and tax preparation, not only for small but large businesses as well. Welcome to the show, Kiran.
Thank you.
All right, so you have been doing bookkeeping for a long time, but how long has KM Bookkeeping and Tax Services been in business?
3 years.
3 years, okay. And if a small business is thinking about, doing tax services, the common thing to do is to have a CPA on hand. But why would somebody have a bookkeeper?
It's important for a small business to have a tax preparer, a CPA, do their taxes, but it's even more important for them to have a bookkeeper, because we as a bookkeeper come in and, organize their financial records, record the financial transactions, keep a tab on everything that's going on a daily basis, and really put it in a logical format that a CPA can understand. The bookkeeper, someone like me who is just going to come in, they're going to be able to see on a day-to-day basis what really goes on in a business and how to really categorize some of these things to help the small business owners. One of the other reasons why a lot of small business owners or any business owners hire us or companies is really to put some form of context into everything that's going on. You could be running a small retail shop, like a pizza shop, and you're taking in orders on a daily basis, but you don't really know how that's going to translate into, or how would you know what amount of sales you made on a daily basis or a monthly basis. So I myself come in and start organizing all that data for business owners or for companies.
So tell me how a small business, how not only their life or their business, but their life has changed by getting organized like that.
They're able to see what their business does on a regular basis or monthly basis. We help them save time so they can use that time, to focus on their families or whatever they like to do best, even if that means, growing their businesses or recruiting more sales for themselves. But in most cases, business owners or anybody who's going to use our services is really freeing up that time for them to go do what's important for them.
I think back to my grandmother's office in Riverside, California. My grandfather, kind of a self-made entrepreneur, and they had truck stops and gas stations and all that stuff. And, I remember that the office door, you open up the office door and you look inside and it's just stacked with papers and everything, like everywhere, right? But she was in control, right? She knew what everything was going on. And obviously that was a different time than it is today. But, when I talked to my grandfather and I asked him, I don't ask him, grandfathers give unsolicited advice and they say, spend more time with your family, right? So It really is, it's a really, something that I learned that another friend of mine said, you could go out and spend all your time doing these things that you're not good at, and it's going to create a high level of stress and anxiety, and you're not going to do them well. Or you can hire somebody, pay them to do it, and then you're going to be able to really focus on delivering at what you do really well. So I appreciate the Karens of the world. I really do. So as far as, in addition to just doing the bookkeeping, what other services do you offer?
I offer payroll services. So we process payroll for a handful of our clients on a weekly, biweekly, monthly, quarterly basis. We do payroll tax deposits for every single one of our payroll clients. We do all of their quarterly tax filings for payroll and the annual W-2 and the W-3 filings. In addition to that, the bookkeeping service comes with the 1099 annual filing as part of the package. And we're in state of Washington, so state of Washington requires excise tax filings. So part of our bookkeeping services is to file the excise tax filings in state of Washington. And if you're in other states like Idaho or California, then we take care of the sales and use tax filings that come with those states.
Is there something you don't do?
So we don't do auditing for clients. That's more at CPA level and accounting level. and we don't do more of the reviewed financial statements. So if a small business owner said, hey, I need a reviewed financial statements, that I need to take to anything that they need, I wouldn't be able to do the reviewed financial statements, but we do everything up to the reviewed financial statements and auditing.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so what type of clients? What are some examples of your clients?
I have a handful of flower shops and florists, a handful of construction clients and different types of constructions, medical office, a handful of IT service providers, different areas of IT service providing. It includes a chatbot company all the way to a web design companies to certain other things, as along with like just providing basic everyday IT services. I have a restaurant, janitorial companies, a guitar shop, a manufacturing shop.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's a very diverse set of businesses. What areas are you global, worldwide? What's the area you serve?
Most of our clients are here, Bellevue, Seattle based, but we service clients everywhere. So I have a couple clients in Idaho, a couple of in California. Um, we are a hybrid, remote as well as in person. So a handful of our clients are remote based and they work very well. Technology helps us do our job very well nowadays. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so how does this all work? How do your clients provide data? How does the nuts and bolts of your services work?
So normally we have a very secured services. Clients actually supply data through that remotely. In some instances, we do go pick up the data in person. Due to COVID, that limits us, so we have to find other solutions. And online, remote, Zoom, secured services where clients are able to download data has substituted in person. And so most of our clients supply us data electronically in a secured format. Some of it comes directly from them. Some of it comes through their office managers or whomever they work with.
Do you work with QuickBooks?
Yes. We work with QuickBooks Desktop, QuickBooks Online, Xero, and Excel spreadsheets. We also work with a couple of other Sage products, Great Plains, and
I used to do Peachtree years
ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Funny. All right. So what's the lighter side? I mean, there's got to be, it's very business minded, right? Doing bookkeeping, but what's some of the, I bet you get some interesting, like, what, we can't deduct that, kind of things.
Yeah, we do. I do get clients saying, oh, I should be able to write that off. And I'm like, not exactly. We can't quite write that off for tax purposes. You can record it on books, but you might not be able to write it off for tax purposes. But then as a bookkeeper, our main job is, when you hire me or my firms as a bookkeeper, what our job really is to go through all the financial data and to be able to really come up with all appropriate, necessary, and ordinary deductions that a business is able to take care, that a business can take for tax purposes. So, when their CPAs are doing their tax returns, they get a clean set of books and clean set of financials so they can just prepare their tax returns. And most of our client CPAs, they talk directly with us versus going through the client for clarifications.
Fabulous. Okay. And are you offering any discounts to the folks watching today?
Yeah, we offer 10% discounts on any, if they have any excise tax filings, bookkeeping. I would really love to see from the audience if anybody's interested in me doing an educational seminar for them on what bookkeeping is, what payroll is. I'd love to do that, and I can offer that for an hour. I just need to know if there's an interest in there.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. So how do our watchers or listeners get a hold of you?
Am I allowed to put my phone number?
It's up to you. Yes, if that's what you'd like to do. Yes.
Sure. It's 425-773-2131, or you guys can reach me at my email, Kiran, Kiran at kmbookandtax.com.
Great. Kiran, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Mary, did you have any thoughts? Have you worked with bookkeepers in the past? Some anecdotes or?
Yeah, I defer to your greatness because boy, that is not my strong suit. But I will say you know, it's so important to get somebody you trust. And again, when you're a small business owner, your intuition is everything, because you got to know that you can really
Yeah.
trust that person, and they're handling your money, for goodness sake. So I'm so grateful, Karen, to hear what you do and how you do it. And there's a whole bunch of us out there that just shouldn't be doing what you do.
Agreed.
Amen. Amen to
Yeah.
that. Yes. All right. Thank you, Mary. Well, Mary, that concludes our show. Thank you, Mary, and thank you, Karen, for coming on. I appreciate both of you. If you're ever interested in coming back on, we'd love to have you.
I would love to come back.
All
I
right.
would love to come back. It was great talking to you guys.
Okay.
All right. So that concludes our Real Talk for September 2nd. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope you enjoy the beautiful Indian summer that we're hopefully going to hang on to. I'm Dan Edwards with the Eastside Real Estate Team. Have a wonderful week.